The Driller Killer, the very first film which I'm going to be reviewing for Blood Oyster's horror movie reviews here in the YouTube community. Now, The Driller Killer, directed in 1979 by Abel Ferrara, paints a rather grim picture, no pun intended, of struggling artist Reno, who is actually played by the director himself, Abel Ferrara, and is modestly credited as Jimmy Lane. This film, as I said, struggling artist Reno, he is driven to untamed insanity by cropping up bills, the inability to pay his rent in his rather shabby New York apartment which he shares with his girlfriend and her lesbian lover. He is on his way to painting what he hopes is going to be a masterpiece, so he can sell it and live a life free without having to worry about paying the rent and living in a complete debt-ridden life. As well as being driven to insanity by cropping up bills, the masterpiece is driving him into the ground with its inanimate pressure, it would seem, a mental strain on Reno's life. And it's mindless stare. It's almost 3D looking stare. Although inanimate, it brings so much power that it is driving him to insanity, untamed insanity. And as well as that, if that couldn't get enough, how about a 70s punk rock band playing 24/7 throughout the film? Now, The Driller Killer. Is this film really good or is it really bad? Well, after the whole wad of things bringing Reno to insanity is enough to make him go on the streets of New York killing homeless people with a power drill, it may seem rather, well, to be honest, far-fetched. It is very far-fetched. The plot is extremely far-fetched. But, as you can see from the title, it is extremely gory. Now, as you are seeing on your screen now, it is the original cover of The Driller Killer, and as you can see, that is one of the main reasons why this film was in fact banned. In 1984, it became one of the headline movies of the infamous Video Nasties list, and that was commissioned, by the Video Recordings Act. Now, as you see, that is a still from the movie, that power drill, being driven deep into a homeless man's skull. Well, if you think that couldn't get worse, then wait to the picture you see in a second. But that is actually left in the cut version of the film, and the title cover the original title cover is one of the main reasons which sparked controversy. Of course, if you were a young child going into a video shop and you saw that, you probably would get quite freaked out. So the Driller Killer, there's an uncut and there is a cut version. The difference between the two? Not too much. Both offer, unfortunately, a very serious and extreme lack of sound and picture quality. At first, the film actually warns you to turn up your television set volumes. I worded that extremely wrong. Your volume on your television set, because the picture is extremely bad, and with it, the sound quality is not very good at all. So, what can you expect from Reno and his power drill wielding ways? Killing homeless people, drilling into their skulls, drilling into their chests, their limbs, and every other part of their body. Well, what The Driller Killer offers you, Abel Ferrara offers you, is a bloodfest, a gore-fest. Quite a far-fetched plot, an extremely annoying punk rock band, which, seriously, first of all, I thought this plot was extremely far-fetched, but that lowered the far-fetched meter, far-fetched-ometer, as you could call it, when I heard this punk rock band. They literally play many, many, many times throughout the film, and I do believe the film doesn't offer too much in the way of music, except the punk rock band. Now, if you think that couldn't get any more annoying, then you were actually right, because seriously, nothing can get more annoying than that punk rock band. Them combined with the poor quality of this movie makes for an annoying piece of entertainment. But hopefully you are sidetracked from the picture and audio quality by the amount of gore and the powerful characters in this film. The acting is B-movie-ish. It is not amazing, but it is still good. It's still powerful. The actors, because it seems so bad, the acting, it almost seems so real. It seems not so crafted, but more more real, more genuine. It's very hard to explain, but if you watch this film, you probably will catch on to what I'm saying. It is, in a way, it is bad acted, but in a way, it is also good acting as well. Inadvertently good acting, inadvertent, powerful acting. So, on with how this film was banned and the uncut and cut versions of this movie. Yes, that person, that unlucky, unfortunate chap in front of you on your screens right now is a victim of Reno, and as you can see, he does look like a half-eaten zombie, although he does have the exception of having a power drill inserted into his forehead. That is one of the many uncut pieces of footage which is only in the uncut version, funnily enough. If you buy the cut version, which is of course the common movie which you can buy of the Driller Killer, you will not see such footage. I'm not too sure why, even though it is still banned, the uncut version, it is not too bad as opposed to other films go, which are still banned because of the violence and the gore. The cut version does have the killing of the man on the front cover, the original front cover, the homeless person with a beard, who of course has the drill going right deep into his skull. That is in the cut version, but other than that, there are no really brutal killings in the cut version of the Driller Killer. But at the same time, as well as it being a classic horror movie from the 70s, the late 70s, and being of course one of the headline movies of the Video Nasties Act, this film really is a classic, minus the bad quality of the sound and the video, minus the bad acting, which you could take for good or bad acting. It is entirely in your perception. It is very hard to make out. And depending on whether you get the cut or uncut version, this film is worth a watch. I wouldn't entirely say it is worth a purchase. Of course, if you want the uncut version, you're going to have to purchase it. But if you want the cut version, you can rent the Driller Killer. I'd say it is worth a rent. Not worth a place on your DVD collection on its own, but buy it as a collection. Yes, it is worth it, because you can, in the UK only, buy Box of the Band, a 7-disc set of banned Video Nasty headline movies, and the Driller Killer comes part of it. But it is the cut version, unfortunately. Box of the Band is a UK exclusive product. It holds the 18 certificate, as does all 6 movies inside it, with a 7th disc featuring part 1 of a feature-length documentary into Video Nasties and banned horror movies. Box of the Band boasts the title The Ultimate Collection of Video Nasties, yet every film in the collection unfortunately has been cut because of the BBFC, which is the British Censorship Department for all multimedia. Depraved and corrupt by Anchor Bay Entertainment is what Box of the Band proclaims, and it is certainly a worthwhile collection, because these are films, these 6 films which you really wouldn't buy on their own, coming to you in one collection. Don't buy any of the films in it on their own unless you are really that desperate, but do buy them all together in this collection. You can buy it, as I said, it is a UK exclusive product. You can buy it on amazon.co.uk for £18.97 new, or used £9.21. So, not a fair price on amazon.co.uk. You can buy the uncut version of the Driller Killer though for 88 pence if you wish to buy it second hand. Now I know I said you wouldn't want to buy this film on its own, but for 88 pence, you know, you can't really go wrong. So if you want to see the uncut version of the Driller Killer, then you can buy it for 88 pence on amazon.co.uk second hand, or brand new for £3.97. And on play.com, the cut version of the Driller Killer is £4.49, and around £11 for Box of the Band. UK exclusive product, Box of the Band, but you can order internationally on Amazon and Play. And remember, if you're in the UK, there is free delivery. I'd rate the Driller Killer about 5 out of 10 because of the quality issues and the acting issues, although it is of course a good old classic Video Nasty 70s gruesome horror.